Investing 101 today, why you really need to do your homework before plunking down even a dime on Bitcoins. Joining us now is Andrew Keen. He's president of Alphashark. And Andrew, how did you get into Bitcoins?
Well, it's actually really interesting because you look at it, and I knew about Bitcoin when it was like $300, $350. I never bought it because I was in my office and my old CEO is like, hey, have you heard of this Bitcoin thing? I'm like, yeah, here's my credit card, put 5,000 on it and we'll go buy some Bitcoin. I have gold coins, I have silver coins. And he's like, no, it's not a coin, it sits on your computer. I'm like, oh, it doesn't make sense. So I decided not to get into the space. And recently in the last 3 months, as the volatility index known as the VIX is 10, S&P is not moving really at all. Intraday movements are very, very slow. As a trader, I want to trade what is volatile and what has opportunity. I always say volatility creates opportunity for a trader, and then I started looking and diving into the Bitcoin space and cryptocurrencies. There are currently 900 cryptocurrencies, 500 new ICOs, which is an ICO is an initial coin offering, which is very similar to an IPO, will come out in the next month and a half. And there's really good ones and there's really bad ones. But the way to think of the nutshell of what Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is, just think of it as currency for the internet.
Are Bitcoins more of a trade or an investment?
Currently right now there's no options, there's not futures. Cantor Fitzgerald might come out with an option at some point. There might be an ETF. So right now you're going to have to trade it through a Coinbase, a Bitfinex, or a Polynex, and then you're trading it and you look at the volatility. If you want volatility, if you like trading, like to be active, look at Bitcoin on a daily basis. It went up to $5,000. Then they came out, Jamie Dimon said it was a fraud. He was on TV, Keen of Alphashark, I think it was, talking about being a fraud. And then China banned all the ICOs. Got sold off to about 3,000, it's back to about 3,900 now. So the volatility is there, and volatility is going to stay for a while because the biggest downfall of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies is government regulation. So if you hear any whisper of the US government saying to people you can't trade on certain exchanges, you're going to see these downfalls. I believe so much in the space. I'm launching a hedge fund and we're going to be trading cryptocurrencies, more of a buy and hold strategy than an active trading strategy. So you can look at it one of two ways. You like trading actively, you can trade Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. They're an unbelievable product and vehicle because they move so much. Trade very well in technical analysis as well. Or you can go to the buy and hold strategy, which I'll be trading around my position a little bit, but my core position is going to be long because I believe this space, which is about $140 billion market cap, can go to $1 trillion. Gold, the whole gold market is about $8 trillion. So I think this can easily go to 1, which means that it could 6 to 10x over the next 1 to 3 years.
It sounds like Bitcoins are a trading vehicle for you. Bitcoins, of course, have been called a fraud by Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Chase.
Is it a fraud? Absolutely not. Okay, if you think of the thing and you compare it to, easy things for people to understand of what you can compare it to is diamonds, gold, and then you go to tulip mania. Okay, what is diamonds? Diamonds are not a precious stone in this world. You want a rare stone, get a ruby. Okay, why do they have value at $10,000 a carat? Because basically De Beers created a market for diamonds. Okay, think about gold. Gold basically has no industrial production at all. In 1933, Roosevelt came out and he banned anybody in the United States to have gold. Okay, he said you have to sell it to the U.S. government. Gold was banned for 4 decades. Went on the gold standard and then went off the gold standard. So the U.S. dollar used to actually be backed by gold. The U.S. dollar is not backed by anything anymore. The Federal Reserve can never be audited. It can print as much money as it wants. And that's the value of the peer-to-peer system that is decentralized versus governments. The United States is in a $20 trillion debt right now, okay? The highest debt to GDP ratios are Ireland and Japan. All these countries just continue to print money as much as they want. Why wouldn't they? But at some point, it's not going to work like that, and that's where Bitcoin comes into play.
Thank you so much, Andrew. Keep us posted.
Thanks, Angie.